never say good morning. Queens don't always talk and look nice and polished. Being a queen has more to do with having balls to do what you weak fucks won't do.
I'm getting this nigga in the morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Vanessa Smiles said the Richard. Yeah.
Teddy Riley is in effect. Hold on. I gotta connect with you soon on a few things. Salute to you. Miss Lola Clips is out here. Y'all better go get her pocket pussy. Okay. Check out her links. She's doing amazing, great things. Wavy! Happy New Year's to you too. Yes, I'm still saying Happy New Year's because it's still January. Good morning. We have a few people to drag. I'll get to dragging them yet. I was taking time to try to find this TikTok video, and this is showing my age because I am too old to be going back and forth with goddamn TikTok. I'm sorry. But anywho, this show was inspired by a TikTok that I seen where this younger man was working with this older man, and he tried to jump behind him and startle him and scare him. And the old man looked at him and told him, said, "Don't get yourself tore up out the frame." When I find this video, I promise y'all I am reposting, because if that is not the most ancestral message, if ancestral is a word, I believe it is, I'm not sure. But when he says, "Don't get yourself tore up out the frame," for you young people, if you hear an older person tell you that, you better stop while you're at it. Yeah, you better stop while you're at it. If you guys are on YouTube, please tell me if you guys can hear me with the mics and the sound effects and all of those great, amazing things, because I definitely would need to know. But yes, let's get started. You know, I'm here on the Free Wendy campaign because Wendy is the queen of most of this shit when it comes to commentary, reacting. Salute to you, Big Boy Smooth. I can't get to all of the messages right now, but I'll get to it in a second. So Miss Wendy, who has been with us for quite some time, is now facing a lot of situations. So I feel really bad for Wendy, and I tell you this much: I feel like if she wasn't worth as much money, salute to you, 22 Roland. What's going on, Ronan? What's going on? I feel like if she wasn't worth as much as she is, we wouldn't even be going through this. But let's hear this out.
Father, I'm sorry. That is just absolutely sickening.
Like, I'm exhausted thinking about, what if I can't see my dad for his birthday? You know, at 94, you know, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. You know, I have things from my dad that's in storage. And they're little things that I say, you know, I'm not going to give it to him, but I'm going to sew them and make them so that they look perfect on me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know how to sew. I've known how to sew for years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, I want to give my dad some sort of fragrance. You know, I want to go to Sephora and pick and choose what I might not be.
Yeah.
My life is like fucked up.
Yeah.
And this is really sad, because for somebody to have that much money, who is now at a point in life where they can't even go and pick out what type of makeup or nail polish that they want, like, that's truly insane. You know, even if, yes, free Wendy Williams, because there's no reason why she's at this stage in life. And yes, she has some medical conditions that she may be dealing with. But the fact that, you know, we as the public don't need access to her, but her own family, I couldn't imagine not being able to get to my mom, or not being able to get to my grandmothers, or people who I love and who are you know, really close and near and dear to my heart. Like, that breaks my heart that she's in this conservatorship and she's so limited. And you know what's really messed up is everybody was screaming free Britney, and Britney's been outside ever since. Britney has been outside ever since, which is her business. But Britney is not even the same age as Wendy. Wendy is much older than Britney Spears, which means that even on this planet, she deserves more to be with her family. She deserves more. Let's be real, karma, sorry, not sorry. Nah, because and that's another thing. People always want to say karma. Karma is based on the universe. Shout out to you, Cali Music. I get what you're saying. Karma is truly based on the universe. Just because you sat here and you spoke about somebody for years, does that mean that you don't get a chance to see your family when you get up in age? I don't believe that. What makes that right? And karma is determined by the Most High and people up above that ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay. And you know what? That's a lot of people's problem. That's why the penitentiaries are so goddamn full, because everybody think that they're going to create their own karma. Go do something to him. All right. Big back for life. Salute to you. Thank you. He said I'm a legend. I appreciate that. But no, on some real shit. Wendy does not deserve this. Nobody deserves this. You know, and you know what? Unfortunately, maybe this is the law, the way of the universe of how maybe it is paying her back in some way, shape, or form. I don't know, but I really don't believe that. I do believe you reap what you sow, and her speaking on different and men, mind you, Wendy was the person who was breaking stories and dropping, little tidbits way before all this shit came out, especially when it came to Diddy. Yo, didn't he have her removed from Hot 97 or some shit like that long time ago, when niggas was still doing the Diddy bop and shit like that? Niggas was still, but yes, I want to get to the ending of this clip so you can see how severe this is. They had Lauren go up, and shout out to Lauren from the Breakfast Club. Just hilarious, better fucking watch out, because Lauren is out here doing real journalism, and that's what the people see, and that's what the people respect. And I think that it's really, really good that they kept her on, even though Just Hilarious came back, because Lauren does bring something to the Breakfast Club show. I actually would only care to watch it for her now, to be honest, but go ahead.
Got there, the people at the front were very aware that Wendy was there. They had me sign in. Her name was in the system. They had to call Sabrina to even see if I could go up there, even though Wendy was on the phone with me when I arrived, and she let them know, hey, this is my guest. I want to see her. I'll even come down. Please have someone bring me down. Because as she said, she can't get in the elevator nor leave her room without them unlocking things for her. Wow. They were aware of that, and everything was fine. And I was waiting. They called Sabrina a couple times, and she didn't answer the phone when they called. And then all of a sudden, things just like flipped. These like men came out, and they're like, who are you, and what are you here for? I told them who I was. I told them I was there to see Wendy. They said, we don't have anyone here by that name.
Oh, wow.
They never said to me.
Did you believe that?
No, I didn't did I not make it upstairs? They basically told me I didn't even feel comfortable still being in the lobby the way that I was treated. Like, it was insane, especially being as though Wendy was on the phone with me when I walked in, and she spoke to the concierge herself and said, I want to see this person. She is here for me. And then these people are like, she's not even here. What are you talking about? And I'm like,
that's scary. That is very, very scary. From them having Lauren sign in, and she's on the phone with Wendy, to now telling her that this lady's not even here. That's some wild shit. Some really, really wild shit. Free Wendy. I hope that she makes her goal of 50K so she can start, her retainer, so she can get some lawyers to get this thing done for her, because it's truly sad. I hate to see our Black celebrities go out like this. Wendy doesn't deserve this. At least I don't think so. A lot of people think because she, had a talk show and she talked about different topics, that this is karma for her. I don't believe that. I really, really, truly don't believe that, And this is really, really, I think that honestly, keep it a buck, she know too much. And whoever the higher ups is, them people upstairs, they like, oh, nah, we got to shut her up. It's bigger than her. They say she know too much and she got too much money. So, you know what? Absolutely, it's a ploy to try to take her money 100%. Let me tell you something. Wendy didn't have no money. there would be no conservative shit. There would be no holding her hostage. And even a couple of months ago, there was allegedly some news stories breaking that that she had tax problems and stuff like that. And how the hell she got tax problems when the person who is her guardian, who's in control of the state, is supposed to be handling these things for her? This is wild. If people think that's how karma, then we all would get similar treatment. Exactly. And like I said, it is not your decision to create what someone's karma is. That is up to the Most High. That is beyond you. Some bitches be with a nigga, he cheating the entire time, and then he go off and move into having a great life. And they like, oh, that nigga's gonna get his karma. Maybe it's not the karma that you think it is. Maybe the lesson was for you and not for him. Like, people always think that their feelings warrant some type of karma for any wrong that's done to them. No, that ain't your job. Karma happens however it happens, however the Most High sees fit. And y'all ain't got no control over that shit. Moving along. But yes, I wanted to also get to my next topic because we're going to keep it moving and pushing. Oh, the DUI pilot. I forgot the movie of the movie with whatchamacallit. The movie with a homeboy. How am I forgetting homeboy? Denzel Washington. You said the higher ups want to knock her off, period. Exactly. This ain't no karma of the Most High. No, this is from them the upper room. The upper room people. Like they want to silence her in a big way. Big way. But yes, hold on one second. Let's get to it. And this clip, and this is besides the DUI pilot point, because I still find this wild that this is even still happening. Okay, with all of the technology in the world, we got to go to the airport and just pray that our goddamn pilot ain't drink the night before. Like, we got to just be like, oh. But yes, let's take a listen to this.
Southwest Airlines pilot who's arrested at an airport in Georgia. And, excuse me.
He had to correct us. He said Southwest Airlines pilot. But that list ain't going no fucking where, yo. That list, Michael, ain't going nowhere. Can we play it again? Southwest Airlines. Michael, you got too much money. I'm gonna need you to go to some speech classes.
Southwest Airlines pilot who's arrested at an airport in Georgia. And, excuse me. And charged with driving under the influence. Trevor All is back with the story for us. Good morning again, Trevor.
Good morning again, Michael. So this was the flight from Georgia to Chicago, and it was all set to take off with passengers on board when law enforcement then boarded too. And they say the problem is the pilot showed up to work intoxicated.
This morning, passengers are demanding answers after police arrested a Southwest Airlines pilot for allegedly being intoxicated at the airport.
If I have to take my shoes off still before I get on a plane, it seems a little weird that I seem to kind of have to wonder if my pilot is sober.
Pilot David Alsop was arrested early Wednesday morning at Savannah Hilton Head Airport. Passenger Robert Newmarch says they were about to take off, but then a flight attendant told them there was a paperwork issue.
Shortly after that, one of the officers came on to the plane. He went into the cockpit and he came back out. He was gone for a couple minutes and we were just sitting there.
The flight was delayed more than 4 hours.
Wait a minute, though. So the only reason why it was held up initially was because it was a paperwork issue from the flight attendant? Like, this is not adding up. The flight attendant probably did snitch on him. I think but they probably don't want to put out there like that. I get it. This is wild.
They looked for another pilot. According to a police report, Alsop has been charged with driving under the influence.
We tend to think of alcohol and transportation as a driving situation. In other words, don't drive drunk. But by the same token, we think of it in above or below a certain tolerance level. There really is no tolerance level in commercial aviation. That should be 0 blood alcohol.
Southwest Airlines tells ABC they are aware of the situation and the employee has been removed from duty. There's nothing more important to Southwest than the safety of our employees and customers.
And Southwest also apologized to those passengers impacted and said they were booked on new flights if needed. The original scheduled flight time and the time when police say the pilot was intoxicated, 6:05 a.m., guys.
Ooh, all right, Trevor. Thanks for bringing that to us.
Insane. Absolutely insane. How is it possible that there is no, there's no things in the cockpit? There's no breathalyzers in the cockpit. If a nigga gets a drunk driving charge in his car, there are some niggas can't start their car unless they blow into a breathalyzer. You mean to tell me we just got to go on faith and good word that these niggas ain't drink before they decide to get in and fly a fucking plane? Like this, like we got to do better in the United States. Y'all putting too much faith in people, too much faith in men. He said, yo, he not Denzel for flight. Yeah, well, you know what? He didn't make it to be Denzel because Denzel did. But Denzel, I don't know if he was drunk when he got on the plane, but I remember he was drinking on the plane and then the plane crashed. So, I just find that to be very, very weird. He's like, make the blow into the thing. Right. That's what I'm saying. Either you got to blow into the thing before you sit down or you got to blow into the thing before y'all take off. Like, I don't understand why is there not a breathalyzer in the cockpit? I'm genuinely confused why there's no breathalyzers in the cockpit. We got too much technology out here for y'all to be able to make this happen. You are putting too many people's lives at risk. And this flight was scheduled to take off at 6:25 a.m., meaning that either he had a long night or early morning. Either way, that nigga was lit. That nigga was definitely lit. And I feel like it's a very, very serious problem that we have in this country, to where we have people who are in high positions and they get blindly trusted. And meanwhile, the middleman or the person who's at the bottom of the totem pole gets scrutinized. You know how many people who got to work at different remedial jobs getting drug tested every 5 minutes, or, all types of background checks and stuff like that. But when you get to these higher levels in different companies, there are no checks and balances for these people. And these people have the most things that they're responsible for underneath them. Like, how is this going unchecked? Like, this really, really doesn't make sense. America, we got to do better. Like Dave Chappelle said in his latest monologue on SNL, do better, please. Because it doesn't make sense that there's no breathalyzer in the cockpit, and then every time we get on a plane, we just got to go on faith that these niggas actually decided to be like, hey, I'm gonna be responsible and I'm not gonna drink. He should have get his license. And yeah, that's true. He didn't even get his license taken away. Southwest was just like, you don't work out. They didn't even fire him. They just removed him from duty. I don't know how that worked, but niggas have been fired for much less. Niggas have definitely been fired for much less. So the fact that there is not more, repercussions with this type of thing happening, I think that this is truly, truly a problem. Now, I also want to get into this. There will be no repercussions for Michelle Obama, okay? Y'all are not about to come for her. Yes, the inauguration happened. It came and went. We have a new president, okay? But now, I don't like how y'all are trying to come for my bitch, Michelle. What she said, they go high, we go, yeah. They go how we stay at home, bitch. Stay at home. Fox News, they don't like niggas anyway. So when Michelle didn't show up, they got super, super, super salty. And it bothers me because Mike Pence's wife wasn't there. Bernie sat down, and the other fucking senator nigga had on motherfucking a hoodie and motherfucking basketball shorts. So the niggas could have stayed home. truthfully, let's take a look to what these bozos had to say about our Queen Michelle.
Michelle Obama will not be attending the inauguration.
One of the people who's not going to show up is Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama.
She was the one who preached about unity and norms and standards. When they go low, you go high. It only appears that she only does that when she wins.
No, not this time. Michelle said, when they go low, we stay at home. They go low, we stay at home. We don't go. Yeah. Y'all ain't never see this is where when you come from a black family, if your ancestors have never told you this, then you're gonna hear it now. If you have nothing nice to say, then do not say nothing at all. That's exactly what she did. She didn't say nothing.
When you don't win is when you see the character of a person.
If you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
She should show up. She's a former first lady.
This is the holiest day of politics. It is the transition of power.
And it's so funny how they being so salty. You said, I don't get, Big Boy Swoop, you said, I don't get why they were obsessed with her not being, yeah. You know what? Oh, I feel so bad for George Bush because he loves Michelle. And I know he was probably the only one like, damn, my bitch not here right now. Like, damn, my bitch not here right now. But I don't understand why they so obsessed with her. Like that, it wasn't like Obama was just the last president. No, he was Obama was 2 presidencies ago. So we got almost 2 presidencies ago. She's not required to be there. The only real person who has to be there is Jill. Jill, that's about it. Jill and and Kamala husband. That's it. It's not a requirement. And Obama, you know what? We'll get to him in a second. But I love the Daily Show and how they did this mashup, because even though they showed how, disrespectful they were being on Fox News to former First Lady Michelle Obama, they also showed how Trump is a hypocrite as well. Let's go.
You have to respect it.
She's disrespecting the transition of power.
It's about the office, and you got to respect it.
How's she disrespecting the transition of power? I think it's the utmost respect when you decide to stay your ass at home. Why would I show up and be rude and disrespectful? If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Like, I don't get it.
Suspect she's a bit of a selfish person who doesn't want to put country ahead of herself.
She seems a little angry. She might be, I don't know.
So filled with hate, she is refusing to go.
Donald Trump and his wife Melania did not attend the inauguration of his successor.
The first living president in 150 years not attending his successor's inaugural. Nor did Melania Trump invite Jill Biden during the transition for a tour of the White House living quarters, as Michelle Obama did with Melania 4 years ago.
Who's really petty here? Trump, who was the actual last sitting president, decided to not show up to inauguration that he was supposed to be at to welcome the next president in. How dare y'all have anything to say about myself? Y'all better leave. And you know what? They had all these kind of rumors that that Michelle and Obama's on the outs. I'll get to that part as well. But no, she posted up a picture of her and Obama shaking hands at the goddamn dinner table. Obama knew his wife was not coming. See, black women, we don't play that shit. If we don't have nothing nice to say, we don't say it at all. And we will sit our asses out. You want to play? I'm going to be over here in the corner. This is where I'm going to be sitting at. He said all them people are crooks. They just lie. Which person can finesse and make it sound good? Exactly. It's a bunch of finesses in government. Absolutely. Bunch of finesses. Finesses and dresses. Let's get to this actual inauguration that, to me, was an absolute circus. There we go. We ain't gonna watch this whole thing because we got shit to do. David Vance. Let me tell you, Melania, bad bitch right here. Play with Melania if you want to, bitch. Play with Melania if you want to. Melania was dressed to the fucking T, bitch. Don't play with her. Do not play with Melania, bitch. And I'm gonna need her to help out. What's his name? Not Tim Walz. Wrong person. The fucking vice president's wife. I need her to help her out. Very messy. I'm gonna drag her in a second. Let's go. Look at Mike Pence. His wife was not there. And you know what bothers me is you got black men all these videos on TikTok talking about she wasn't there to stand by her husband's side and whoop-de whoop. You don't see white men out here dragging Mike Pence. Why every chance sometimes niggas get, and not all black men, because everybody's not the same. Why every chance y'all get, y'all want to show y'all ass to drag Michelle? Michelle did her bid for 8 years, and without controversy. She showed up, beautiful outfits, stood by her man's side that entire time. They're no longer in office. Let her sit down. Can y'all let Michelle sit down, please? And I'm surprised that Hillary is still out here trying to be seen. We still ain't get too much from them emails and shit like that. But Hillary, I would think that Hillary and Bill would sit this one out. I mean, Bill could have came by himself, for real. It's a whole other thing. Yeah, did her bid. Yes. Michelle did her bid for 8 years. Yes, she did. Having to stand beside fucking Barack Obama and all that bullshit. That nigga sweating, hoping he don't say or do the wrong thing, hoping they don't take his ass out and shit. A lot going on. And look at Obama. He still had his head up high. He did he had to do. Melania is a bad bitch. That's a bad bitch right there. Y'all don't play with Melania. And I need her to give the vice president's wife some tips. Because she's already, the little Indian bitch is already getting on my nerves. That's what happened when people come from different cultures and you want to integrate yourself into America. Don't come over here and be tacky, bitch. You're not gonna do tacky. Because Trump's daughter, I forgot the tall one in the green, bitch came out with an outfit. That green outfit was that green outfit to me was much better than Melania's, but Melania's outfit still ate. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Aaron was and look, this is what I want to get to. So as Gucci gets
against all
he
enemies,
said that Melania is a super thug. That's how she came through with the motherfucking Zorro hat and shit. Like, I don't even see you bitches in here. I don't even see you bitches. That's how Melania came through. Now look at them getting sworn in, right? Look at the vice president. First of all, she want to hold a baby, then put the baby down, then pick the baby back up again. Like, girl, where's the nanny? This man is being sworn into presidency. And you're supposed to be, your occupation right now is standing by his side. Y'all want to talk about Michelle? Michelle had class. She knew where and when at what time. This bitch right here, nah, no class. You mean to tell me you ain't have no nanny that day? And even if you did, let the nanny hold the baby or let somebody hold the baby on the side. This man is being sworn in right now as a vice president. What you doing, holding the baby and trying to, bitch, you're doing way too much. You're doing way too much. This vice president girl is already getting my nerves. First, she came out with that goddamn pink coat in the motherfucking them suede boots, the motherfucking brown ass suede. Oh, this bitch making me mad.
Solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against.
And it's so tacky. The baby over here sitting with the fucking thumb in the mouth, got 3 band-aids on the. Like, this shit is fucking tacky. Like, this shit is so tacky to me. Like, your man is a vice president, girl. I'm gonna need you to get it together. Like, please get it together. Her and Melania needs to have a talk. Melania needs to show her how to do it because she's getting on my nerves. This little Indian vice president, first lady, yeah, that embarrassed black men. Michelle, no, don't do that, Ronan. That did not embarrass no black men. That did not. It's not like Barack Obama is the sitting president. He's not. It's not like he's a part of that transition power. But Barack Obama went there voluntarily. It was not a requirement for Obama to be there. He is not in office in no way, shape, or form. Barack Obama went there because he wanted to. Y'all better leave Michelle alone. She did her time when Michelle Obama was in office. She stood down. She stood by him. She was very classy. Her kids were classy. She's out of office now. She can sit down. Y'all better leave Michelle alone. Y'all better leave. You said that if that was a black family, they would call them ghetto. Exactly. With the vice president and the little Indian bitch, I don't know her name. I'm so sorry. If that was a black family or a black woman with the baby, holding the baby got band-aids on his hands and shit like that, yeah, they would have dragged her. They would have dragged her. But because it's not a black woman, y'all let it pass. But no. I see ghetto and tacky where I see ghetto and tacky. The vice president's wife is on some real tacky shit. He said, are they getting divorced? No, they're not getting a divorce. They put away divorce rumors because a day ago, Michelle and Barack Obama, they put a picture out where they were holding hands sitting down at dinner. So, yes, they're still together. Mm-hmm. They're still together. Y'all better leave Michelle alone. Let's go back to the tacky bitch though.
All enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance to the same.
And allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
The duties of the office.
The duties of the office.
On which I am about to enter.
On which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Oh, this bitch tacky. Indian bitch is fucking tacky. Now look at the difference between her and Melania. Melania come up, bad bitch that she is, stern face. You know, Melania is not here to play with none of y'all. Y'all ain't gonna see my eyes. Y'all need to be looking at me. I fucks with Melania. Bad bitch. She ain't got time for no bullshit. Look at Melania. And I'm sure Melania, there are grandkids in the family somewhere. She's not holding no baby in her arms and shit like that. Melania came through with a badass heel. Meanwhile, the fucking vice president bitch got a motherfucking cowboy boots. Like, that's nonsense. Who dressed this hoe? Anyways, let's get back to the bad bitch Melania.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
And I also have to give shout out and credit to Trump's daughter out there with the green. Like, the family came together as a unit. That's how you stand. That's how you stand. Everybody looked good. Now the hair was out of place, bitch.
Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
You know, he about to be funny as hell.
But I felt then and believe even more so now that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
Trump was saved by the grace of God, I tell y'all.
Race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. And criminal networks bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will
So for all y'all alphabet people, this ain't y'all time. I need y'all to go sit down somewhere, go have a seat. I don't want to hear y'all for the next 4 years, alphabet people. The alphabet crew, attention, alphabet crew. This ain't y'all time. Y'all gotta wait. He said Trump was saved because that guy couldn't shoot. No way. Nah, I truly think that was all also everything's orchestrated. I even believe that both attempts on his life was orchestrated. You know, that's my belief, allegedly, you know, whatever. But yeah. To the alphabet people, this ain't y'all time. Just go sit down for a little while. Yeah. He said they did way too much. Yeah. I believe the alphabet people was doing too much. And, you know, that's how, you know, we had to go sit them down for a quick second. Alphabet people, this is not y'all time. Go have a seat. Y'all will be all right. Y'all will be just fine, you know. He was like, I was looking at the screen like, did you miss? Hell no. That's cold. Big boy smooth. That's cold in the motherfucker. But no, alphabet people, this ain't y'all time. Y'all heard Trump said it's the only genders we have in America is man and woman. So it's like a gang. Get down and get lost, bitch.
Forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
That's what we know. That with all the redneck and hillbilly supporters that you have, these niggas will not be colorblind. And to niggas out there, don't let this speech fool you. He might say that everybody gonna act like they're colorblind now. No, color still exists. This still exists. Don't get beside yourself now. Get yourself tripped up out here.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
So alphabet people, it's not your time. It's not your time. And it's okay. Because y'all had your time. Y'all had Obama and y'all had Biden. Like, y'all had 8 plus another 4. 8 plus 4 is what? 12. Y'all had 12 years. Alphabet people, go sit. Go sit down, alphabet people. It's your time. No, sir. It's your... Yes, no, sir, no, ma'am. This ain't your time. Ronan said men in the women's locker room. Not anymore, sir. Not anymore, sir. And ain't nothing against the alphabet people. Y'all got the right to do what y'all want to do with y'all life and y'all bodies. Nobody cares. That's what y'all don't know. That nobody cares who you're sleeping with. Nobody cares who you lay down with. Nobody cares who you choose to love. That's what y'all don't get. I miss the old school alphabet people to where they lived their life. They existed. Shout out to you, Mr. Nuts. They lived, old school alphabet people. They lived, they existed. They did what they wanted to do. They didn't put it in people's face. They didn't put it on children. You know, I'm glad. Yes, Trump said we got two genders, male and female. So if those don't apply to you, I'm going to need y'all to sit out for the next 4 years, alphabet people. Yes, y'all. Y'all had 12 years to be all the pronouns that y'all wanted to be. Okay, so now is not y'all time. I'm tired of them pushing sexuality on children in schools. This is old school alphabet people. I love them because they weren't trying to put it in other people's face. They did what they wanted to do on their own time, in their own way, and they weren't trying to push it on other people. That's like heterosexual people trying to make everybody straight. That ain't fair. Old school alphabet people, they did what they want to do in their own time. They didn't push it on people. That's why nobody cared and nobody bothered them. Y'all niggas want to go in different spaces and trying to force it on adults. And then y'all get beside yourself to where y'all want to bring it in grade schools. No, you're getting beside yourself, alphabet people. Not for a chance. Trump said that there's two genders, male and female. Get with it or get lost. Okay? Let's continue.
Being able to have.
It was another part that I wanted to get to.
And stripes.
And you know, Trump don't ever miss a shot to be taken. He was trying to tell whatchamacallit, that he was trying to tell Biden that he didn't have a chance to he was not responsible for the Gaza ceasefire deal, which he's trying to take credit for. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him because there's no reason for it. And you know what? I gotta find this pic of Bernie. They want rights and equality. Black people want them too. And for the past 12 years, alphabet people have had rights and equality. And truthfully, no one has taken their rights and equality away. Alphabet people, you have to disclose that you're an alphabet person to be discriminated against. But when it comes to the color of my skin, I can be discriminated against without me even opening my mouth. I'm sorry. Alphabet people, nobody cares who y'all laying down with. Not as much as y'all think y'all want to. I'm sorry. Nobody cares who you're sleeping with in your bedroom. That is your business. And nobody's telling you that you can't do that. Nobody's telling you that you can't choose who you want to love, choose who you want to have sexual relationships with. That's your business, alphabet people. But it doesn't have to be pushed on to the rest of society, and it doesn't have to be pushed on children. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said 22 wrong. You said now we don't have to walk around confused like Biden. We can play our future better. 22 wrote it. Yeah, because you know now we gotta find out, ask the pronouns, and we ain't got to do all that no more. And you know it's easy, black and white. That's easy. It's very, very easy. Let's finish this out.
And revenues, it will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Trump out here making a lot of promises. I hope he live up to it. Now let's get into also. And see, the fact that y'all want to sit there, he said, I got clipped off. Crazy thing my daughter kept texting me. Oh, but nah. I want to get into also, y'all, since y'all want to sit here and talk about Michelle and her staying home, right? Because she's such a bad person that she decided not to show up and participate in the fuckery. Yeah, Bernie Sanders, hold on, let's close this out. Bernie Sanders sparks another inauguration meme by staying seated during Trump's standing ovation. You got to be the utmost level of petty to get dressed, right? Because he got dressed. Bernie, he washed his ass, he got dressed. Meanwhile, Michelle Obama is at home with her bonnet on. Okay, she's at her time. Michelle's grown. Okay, Bernie got dressed and knowing that he don't agree with his policies and none of this shit, Bernie got dressed to come and have a seat. Wow. Bernie didn't need to be there either. Like, y'all want to be like, oh, Michelle, she didn't come. Well, why did Bernie come? Just to sit down and hate? That's some hater ass shit, Bernie. I'm sorry. You wrong for that. Bernie, you too old to be doing that shit, Bernie. Give it up, Bernie. He said he did that the last try. Right, exactly. That's what I say. He's going viral again. Bernie said not 4 years ago. I guess it got to be 8 years ago now, right? Yeah, Bernie Sanders is old and motherfucker still being petty. Y'all want to sit here and call Trump petty? Nah. Bernie Sanders is a petty old motherfucker. To show up to a place that you didn't have to be there at, to sit there and hate. It's an old hater right there. Bernie Sanders is an old hater. He mad because he didn't make it, and he mad that somebody else did. So I'm going to sit here with my legs crossed and protest. That's some hater ass shit, man. That's some corny hater ass shit. And it's petty. I'm sorry, Bernie. The other nigga who showed up with the hoodie and the motherfucking what's his name? Who showed up with the hoodie and the goddamn basketball shorts. I think this is blasphemous. Y'all want to sit here and talk about, Michelle Obama didn't come. Michelle Obama has class. She's not about to go nowhere and be a hater. She's not about to show up in not her best state. At least if Michelle would have came, she would have stood the fuck up. She knew she didn't agree with most of that shit, so she shut the fuck down. So leave her alone. Bernie ain't have to be there, and Bernie is sitting over here sitting the fuck down. I'm gonna need y'all to leave Michelle alone because Bernie too old for this shit. I'm gonna need Bernie to grow up. Bernie getting way too old for this shit, and I'm really tired of Bernie. And also, last but not least, some more fuckery. I think somebody got to tell Elon that he not president. Somebody got to tell Elon that. I don't think he know. I don't, because Elon, look how he came. Oh yeah, that's a salute. First he came out mad hype. When I started to see the Elon Musk come out, I was about to be like, well, who the goddamn president then? Elon's doing way too much. Yeah, she's gonna listen to make this support.
Yes! This is what victory feels like. Yeah.
So in the black world, Elon would be like the brother or cousin that you don't bring nowhere because he do too much. But apparently for white people, it's all right. Yeah. Elon talking about some Mars and shit like that. Wait a minute, nigga. Let me tell you something. Y'all better watch Elon because he might be the nigga we got to have problems with. Y'all worried about Trump? No, I'm looking at goddamn Elon. Right, forget Mars. Nigga, we're here. Fuck a Mars, nigga. Let's go.
And this was no ordinary victory. This was a fork in the road of human civilization. Okay. Also,
I got to say, Elon, you got too much to say as a South African. You are a South African, sir. If shit hits the fan, they will send your ass back to South Africa.
There are elections that come and go. Some elections are, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Why are everybody so mad at his salute, though? Can we play it again? I thought he was about to be like, dad, bitch, dad, bitch, dad. Oh, my dad. Oh, my dad. Oh, my dad. Bitch, dad. Bitch, dad, mama, my dad, bitch, dad. Why is it an issue? Niggas have been dabbing in the what is it, 21st century we in now? He said Elon Musk doing Mr. Little Man Hitler signs. He said, but I get it. He was saying to the moon, no. Yo, my nigga Elon, y'all leave him alone. And let me tell you something, black people who want to get all up in arms about the Elon salute that he fucking did. This ain't y'all fight. Mind y'all business. Y'all don't have a right to be offended. No, this ain't y'all fight. Go sit down somewhere, please. Go sit down, nigga lovers. I mean, cracker lovers. Go sit down, please.
It really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
I just want to see him dabbing it.
My heart goes out to you.
I thought bitch dab, but I don't bitch dab. Like I thought it was oh my dad, bitch dab. Maybe he was trying to dab, and that's not what it came out. Oh my dad, bitch dab. Nah. He said Elon will be fighting from what? Elon is not a governmental figure. Yeah, from his heart to the moon. Well, he need to get the fuck on. He never liked black people. Ooh, Selvin Baptiste, you on to something? Because I did a study abroad program in South Africa in 2012, where I spent almost 2 months living in South Africa. And let me tell you about them people down there. I cried a few times when I was out there because I felt the racism. Like I felt it. And that shit was heavy and that shit was fucking thick out there. And I'm like, this is 2012. I felt like I was marching with motherfucking Martin Luther King and shit when I was out there. So I could only imagine the mindset that Elon Musk has being a white man coming from South Africa. I can only imagine. South Africa is a beautiful place. I ain't gonna lie. Very beautiful place. But them white people, not all of them, but that racism is very thick, and you can feel that shit as a nigga out there. Definitely feel that shit. But I just wanted to get to some of the things he was talking about because I'm like, nigga, what?
It's going to be fantastic. And one of the fundamental things, one of the most American values that I love is optimism. And this feeling like we're gonna make the future good. We're gonna make it good. So, man, I can't wait. This is gonna be fantastic.
This is bed frames, concrete.
It's gonna be very exciting. As the president said, we're gonna. It's time. Bam! Yeah! How inspiring would that be? You know, there's always problems in life. You know, there's this problem, solve that problem. But you know, there need to be things that inspire you. There need to be things that make you glad to wake up in the morning and say, I'm looking forward to the future.
And Elon, the only thing I'm looking forward to is going on Twitter. You don't see Mark Zuckerberg out here making speeches. The nigga from Apple not making speeches. Jeff Bezos is not making speeches. Elon, you're doing way too much. Your skirt is showing, boo-boo. You're doing way too much, Elon. I need you to go have a seat, please. Please go have a seat. Let's close you out because you've been doing a lot for a little bit. And you getting on my nerves, Elon. Oh, moving on. On to some New York shit. Okay. So these niggas think that they so smart, right? You said she was your it blew my mind. Yeah, the South African accent is it's a real weird accent. It's very, very weird. When I was out the because I spent time in Amsterdam and it was like Good Morgen. And when I went to South Africa, I learned that there was a bunch of Dutch people who the Dutch originated out there and stuff like that. Well, not originated, but migrated and shit like that out there. It's I'm not saying that everybody from a country of a particular color is racist, no, but I know what my experience was when I went to South Africa. I know that there was a heavy level of racism out there. And I felt that shit. But on to some more mayonnaise people. And shout out to my mayonnaise people, because not all white people bad people. I've had some dope ass white people who are honest, true, they know the bullshit that goes on, and they don't stand for it. It's the ones who I can't appreciate, the ones who stand by and who don't say anything. Those are the issues that I have. I need my Instagram back. Oh my God. So yeah, everybody's not bad. He needs to stop getting on the mushrooms and stop making fun. Yeah. Elon's doing way too much. Way too much. Continue.
The MTA is trying again to crack down on fare evasion underground.
Their latest endeavor focusing on riders who try to jump the turnstiles. Let's get right to Good Day's Briella Tomasetti. She looks at how they plan on stopping the problem, but are they really trying? Can they stop it, Briella, with this new feature?
That is a good question. We're all waiting to find out, Deshani and Dan. Some are optimistic about the MTA taking a new and somewhat drastic approach, but you know what they say, if there's a will, there's a way, and some people will try just about anything to avoid paying that fare. They can put on gloves to prevent those spikes from hitting their hands, wiggle through a loose space. You just have to use your imagination, and that's why others believe this is just a waste of time and money.
The MTA will be installing even more barriers in 100 additional stations. Also, bright LED lighting in every station.
So, Governor Hochul, right? Come here. So, before you install barriers to stop people from being able to be pushed and killed on tracks or unalived, you say, nah, we have to make sure that we put spikes on the turnstiles. Because you're so fucking smart, right? So we obviously know where y'all are going. Y'all prioritizing money before the safety of your passengers who think about the people who do pay their fare and get unalived or something happens to them and their safety is at risk on the train. Y'all so busy focused on the dollar, y'all don't realize that y'all losing more money, because the more things that happen where people become unsafe on the train, the more situations where people are like, hey, I might take an Uber so I could save my fucking life. You don't think about that? Yo, Hochul, when are we getting her out of here too? We need to get her out of here.
By the end of the year. And the shameless toll evaders, fare evaders, will finally be stopped with modernized gates.
Don't call them shameless. They don't have no money. New York City is very expensive. Shameless. I remember being young, and if you get on the bus and you don't have no money, you'll ask the bus driver, hey, I don't have any fare, and they'll just tell you to walk on. What happened to that? I jumped the turnstile as a child. What happened to getting a ticket for jump? Y'all are arresting people now for jumping the turnstile. This is wild. It's $2.90. As much money in taxes that people pay in New York City, as much money that gets funded into New York City, you mean to tell me y'all biggest problem is fare evaders? No, not the unalivings, not the lady who gets burnt on the F train at Stillwell Avenue. No, not people who are getting pushed onto the tracks. No, not train conductors or MTA employees getting punched in their face. Like, no, not these things, but no, fare evasion is like, oh my God. It's really sad. It's really sad. You say, yo, Philly just be turning up all back in the day. Ozone Park, grab New York. Okay. But yes, this is really sad.
effort to combat fare evasion. In her State of the State address, Governor Hochul announced a plan to prioritize subway safety, which will include more NYPD officers on trains and platforms, new barriers, LED lighting, and modernized fare gates at 20 stations this year, plus 20 more in 2026. The spikes may deter people from using the handrails to lift themselves over the turnstiles, but won't stop fare evaders from climbing over or underneath them or whatever else you can think of.
This will make the subway less chaotic, but also help strengthen the financial footing of the MTA.
Exit.
The fare is already $2.90. How much more financial footing do y'all need? And look at this.
A TikTok hack shows that those electric doors can easily be activated by simply swiping your hand over the exit sensor, and those aren't the only fees people are avoiding. Last week, city officials.
Y'all are worried about the wrong shit. That's what y'all are concerned about, the wrong things. New York City, people are spending a lot of money just to live and breathe. But there's no relief for them. But you want to squeeze out everything that you can. New York, a different animal too. Yeah, New York is a different beast. And it seems like the people that we have in 22 Ronin, talk about it. Shout out to Red Note, because they done blocked TikTok at first. Now it's back. But shout out to Red Note, because everybody done went back to TikTok. But while they was on Red Note for 5 minutes, they done fucked up. And now we realize that China is beating the dog shit out of us. And China look like a fucking movie from thousands of years ahead. We are so far behind in the United States. So far behind, it's not even funny. That's actually on my bucket list. I got to go see China now. Because China's subway and their technology and their infrastructure, the things that they're building, y'all, New York City is nowhere near as great as the Chinese system right now. And it's embarrassing. It's truly embarrassing. You said I'm sticking to Red Note. It's dope. I got a creative account there. I do. Because I haven't a creative account. I've just been seeing like videos and stuff like that from people coming from over there. But they done fucked up now. They done blocked us from TikTok for 5 minutes. Niggas went over Red Note and they was like, oh, y'all paying $2 for blueberries? Oh, y'all done fucked up, because now the American government is being exposed completely. You said New York is greedy as fuck. Honestly, signs in Queens, they wanted $25 for a platter. Yeah, the prices in New York is absolutely insane, and it's because the cost of living of everything is growing up. Everything is going up, and it's very, very sad that the people are truly struggling and fighting just for basic necessities: car insurance, rent, groceries, water, like basic transportation. Basic things are becoming a nuisance. Even with this whole congestion tax, they're like, instead of trying to build more roads or find ways to help with the bus system, or you know what, let's stop giving out let's put some of these cops to actual work. A lot of these cars that don't have proper plates and stuff like that. I get it. Y'all pulling niggas over because they blocking the toll. What about these, these cars that are unregistered on the road, or all of these scooters that are unregistered on the road? Those are the ones sometimes that's taking up space, causing accidents and shit like that. Y'all need to really look at these people. It's very, very problematic, and it's sad what they're doing to the New York people. Let's finish this out.
Program at 3 different stations, including at 59th and Lex. It put a timer on emergency exit doors. Once a rider pushed the handle, there would be a 15-second delay before the door opened. The agency studied that and found a 38% decrease in evasion through that gate and a 7% decrease in evasion overall at those 3 stations. So we'll have to see what comes of this, Dana Deshani.
It's a big issue.
I'll try something, Briella. Thank you very much.
Hey, guys.
Very, very big issue. I'm gonna need governor. I just need them, because honestly, at a certain point, you just got to get people out of here and get new people in here. You said that's why you moved to North Carolina. You ain't the only one. There's so many New Yorkers leaving New York, and it's sad because now now the people who lived in a place all of their lives have to uproot themselves because a city has deemed it not livable because you want to push people out who originate from here and bring people who are foreign to this place. It's not fair. It's not fair and it's not right. And I understand that the cost of living is going to go up, but why are other countries able to find a way for people to live and coexist and be able to financially live a life that's sustainable? But somehow in America, especially in New York City, y'all just can't get this shit right. Especially in China, cities that have way more people than we do, and they've managed to figure this out. But y'all want to say communism is bad and all these other kind of things. How? If these people are able to live a freer life than we are, they're paying $2 for blueberries, y'all. When they buy a house or they buy an apartment, it's theirs. That's it. It's nothing else. When they buy a car, there's nothing else. No, you don't have to get your car re-registered every single year. Yeah, they pay insurance, but that's about it. I don't understand why y'all can't get that over here, why y'all can't figure that out. Blessings. But yeah, I don't understand why y'all can't figure that out. It's a scam, y'all. And shout out to Red Note. Y'all done fucked up. And you know what? I appreciate the TikTok ban because the TikTok ban has exposed the U.S. government. And I don't think they planned for that. I really don't think so. Now let's get into this Gaza ceasefire because I'm grateful that they're making a plan to stop the ceasefire, but I'm looking at the little Mr. Devil on the Israeli side of the game because I don't think that they really want the ceasefire. I just think that they started to realize to the world how bad it does look at what they're doing to those people in Palestine, and that's why they stopped it. Let's take a look.
Day one of phase one of the ceasefire in Gaza. Hamas fighters across the enclave are jubilant and defiant. Palestinians recognize their resilience, and the rest of the world is taking stock.
Each time Israel completes its military operations and pulls back, Hamas militants regroup and reemerge because there's nothing else to fill the void. Indeed, we assess that Hamas has recruited almost as many new militants as it has lost. That is a recipe for an enduring insurgency and perpetual war.
See? And I'm gonna need the U.S. to mind their business. Anthony Blinken, I need you to mind your business, please. You're gonna talk about this is giving a chance for Hamas to reemerge. First of all, mind your business. And the fact that y'all have overwhelmingly bombed these people, decimated their city, 40-something thousand people were killed. And you telling me, this to give him a chance to emerge. What about the babies and the children? Like, do you not have a heart? Yeah, this hurts my heart and soul. You just hearing this? Yeah, because this is sad. All of the things that y'all have done to the people of Palestine already, but that's not enough though. Hamas is still out there. Calm down. No, when you won the fight, y'all won. What else y'all won? Y'all won. Yeah, y'all bombed them. Okay. So you just going, that's like you knock somebody to the ground, you going to keep hitting them? That's wild.
These fighters withstood the most violent and destructive military onslaught in recent memory.
Yes, Cali with music. And for nothing.
A genocide that laid waste to Gaza and killed nearly 47,000 Palestinians. Hamas and other armed groups have also endured heavy losses. An untold number were killed and injured and taken captive, including senior commanders. The ceasefire will give all sides a chance to regroup, but it is highly precarious. Hamas wants to survive, reorganize.
Yeah. So you said if Israel wasn't behind that, why did they already break their pages with bombs? Exactly. Israel behind a lot of things. Behind a lot of things.
And preserve its share in political power. The movement may have some difficulties in Gaza, but it still has a popular base, including, notably, in the occupied West Bank.
We salute the resistance fighters in Jenin, in all the town and villages in the occupied West Bank, and call upon them to stand firmly against all the schemes of the Zionist enemy, as to stand united and rise above all rift and division.
The Israeli Prime Minister holds on to the pledge of total victory and the destruction of Hamas to keep his coalition intact and avoid answering for his failures.
Both President Trump and President Biden gave full backing to Israel's right to return to fighting if Israel reaches the conclusion that negotiations of the second stage is fruitless.
Phase 2 and 3 hinge on negotiating a compromise that ends the genocidal war and allows rebuilding to begin. Hamas and the Palestinian Authority are no closer to unity, leaving many questions unanswered about who can meet the formidable task of rebuilding, and if there is a power vacuum in Gaza, who would keep law and order? With Israel wanting Hamas to negotiate its own demise, it's difficult to see the ceasefire enduring without outside intervention that is.
You said they had a W, they overcooked and fried. Yeah, they basically did. And now at this point, the people of Palestine just want to go bury their loved ones. And this is all because of what 200 people y'all said was killed at a concert or something like that. So y'all overdo it and y'all killed 47,000. Does that make that right? And y'all saying that y'all got a W, Israel, but now you got people in the Israeli government saying, nah, we shouldn't do the ceasefire. Then what else do you want to do? What else do you want to do?
Biden made in May last year.
It is with pleasure that
This was the moment that Qatar's prime minister, one of the mediators, announced that Israel and Hamas had reached a deal on Gaza.
Shout out to the person in Qatar who helped with the negotiation. Shout out to the man in Qatar.
Now, as we record this, there's plenty we still don't know. No final document has been published. Some details are still being finalized, and Israel's government hasn't formally approved the deal yet. The agreement is actually very similar to a ceasefire proposal that U.S. President Joe Biden made in May last year. But there are lots of reports that it was pressure on Israel from incoming U.S. President Donald Trump that made the difference this time.
What we do know is that this isn't going to be without reward, that Trump is going to reward Israel, and that could include, from the Trump administration, a green light on further annexation of occupied Palestinian territory.
You don't wait a minute. We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. Look at what they're trying to just basically bring their people home and bury them.
Reports it might be around 1,000 or more.
Israel, y'all doing all of this because y'all want a release of 33 captives when y'all killed 47,000 people. Fuck your 33, sir. 33 don't compare to 47,000. How dare you even make a request? This is making me fucking pissed off.
Israel will start withdrawing its troops from populated areas in Gaza. That means Palestinians should be able to travel around the strip more freely. Many are desperate to go and see what, if anything, is left of their homes and neighborhoods. Remember, 90% of Gaza's population of more than 2 million people has been displaced.
We will be shocked. We will be faced by the huge and the massive destruction everywhere. I was talking just to people here after the announcement of the ceasefire, and many of them told me that I will go to the north of Gaza in order to bury my kids who are still under the rubble.
That's so sad. Yes, you said thank you for talking about this. Much respect, love. I appreciate that. Because this shit is fucking really sad. These people just want to, at this point, some of these people just want to go back so they can go through the rubble so they can find their loved ones and bury them. And you still, and Anthony Blinken over here talking about some Hamas is trying to get together. Sir, go sit down. Also, you're a part of the U.S. government. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. What Israel has done to Palestine is absolutely despicable. And at this point, I thought that y'all was bringing up charges on Netanyahu. What happened? So we forgot this nigga is supposed to be charged with some shit. You said Japan doesn't have nuclear weapons. Israel completely discredit themselves. Yeah. Absolutely. This is really sad. Really, really sad.
To visit the graves or to make the graves for my family who are still under the rubble.
Stage 1 is also about starting to address the dire humanitarian crisis in Gaza. There's supposed to be a surge in aid deliveries.
Something like 600.
This don't even include people getting aid, yo. Like, these people don't have food, running water, medical supplies, all these things. Y'all been bombing these people so much, they don't even have a way to get stuff in to help them.
Trucks of aid a day. Again, nowhere near as sufficient as what Gaza actually needs, but it's still a lot better than what is currently getting in right now.
So that's stage 1. It's also during this period that negotiations are supposed to start for stage 2, focusing on reaching a permanent end to the war. It would involve Hamas releasing all the remaining living captives, including male soldiers, Israel releasing more Palestinian prisoners, and Israel withdrawing all of its forces from Gaza. If the two sides manage to get that far, then they'd move on to stage 3, with Hamas returning the bodies of any remaining dead captives and working out a long-term reconstruction plan for Gaza. So that's the outline.
At this point, Israel, you shouldn't be asking for shit. You already won. You done bombed most of the goddamn Palestinians. You killed way more of them than they even attacked you. This ceasefire deal should just be like, hey, we're going to pull out. Just like how the U.S. had to pull out of Afghanistan. Yeah. Or how we had to pull out of Vietnam. Yeah, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. And this is very, very sad. It's very, very sad what these Palestinian people had to go through.
Of how it's supposed to work, in theory. But what will it take in practice for this deal to hold?
There shouldn't be no deal.
Family members of Israeli captives that the deal will be underway.
We don't care about Israeli captives when y'all have killed 47,000 people. 33 don't compare to 47,000. Israel, you're going to have to eat that up. You're going to have to let that shit rock. You're going to have to eat that up. How dare you even, I want my captives back. Really? Y'all want captives? Really? Oh, I have no sympathy for Israel. I'm sorry.
After the deal was announced.
The worst part was bombing and killing. Here we are facing the famine, the starvation, the lack of food, medical supplies. You can't imagine the severity and the difficulty of the situation here.
Fucking ridiculous. Israel, you must do better. If anything, y'all should be the one providing aid. Y'all done fucked all this shit up. Y'all should be helping them at this point. And shout out to the world leaders who were on that stage and called his ass out. And I still think charges need to be brought up against Netanyahu. Yes. We're going to have to stop. I don't know why them charges all of a sudden disappeared. You think you're going to do a ceasefire and walk away? No, the damage has been done, sir. You got to pay for your crimes too. That the 47,000 people, why is that not a genocide? Why is that not a genocide? But anywho, let's get up on out of here because, them Zionists. Whew. And I can't even just say Zionists. This nigga Netanyahu, it's him. And all the people who are in support of this bullshit. All of the people. This is your girl, Vanessa Smiles. We are signing out. So we will be back again next week. Later, y'all. Deuces.
Now, goddammit. Don't start hating now. You wasn't hating when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck this son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his ass. God bless. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker. Where that money bowl at? Don't have any fire this bitch off now. What that money bowl?